When the announcement was made that we were going to bring the annual convention to Tampa, it was met with, I would say a majority of, hey, great, can't wait to go there. But soon thereafter, there began to be some messages saying, with some of the recent legislation that's been passed in Florida specifically, did that align with our commitment and our values?
We were getting calls about coming into what is considered another state that has these polarizing laws.
So a lot of people said, why Tampa? And then our response, of course, was, why not Tampa?
I think it's really important for organizations to be able to hold events in polarizing or political environments because at the end of the day, it's the people that matter. By boycotting a destination, we are boycotting those that are really affected by the boycotts.
When you don't show up in those spaces, you really put that issue on mute. When you show up, you really serve as an amplifier.
Florida is not a homogenous state, and Tampa has one of the most welcoming and friendly communities.
The reality is there's so many inclusive places in Florida, but Tampa is definitely at the top of that list. Tampa has a huge LGBTQ population, minority population, you name it, we're here.
You're making an impact when you go to the destination versus saying, well, we're not going to go to any of these states. Ultimately, you're hurting the community, both the tourism and the local community.
Our executive team was really fast to act with the responses about coming to Tampa. We were able to come up with a plan to really discuss the issue at hand.
Coming in and meeting with Santiago and his team, meeting with the mayor, and hearing their commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, I knew that we could move programs forward that was really going to benefit all while we are here.
How do we come to Tampa with a purpose and leave it better than what you came from?
Entities like Destinations International that come into our community and bring volunteer power are so important.
حياكم في Destinations International.
Marigalus DI.
Yokoso DI.
Bienvenue à DI.
Bem-vindo até a DA.
Morgen, welkom bij DI en dat is in Afrikaans. Bienvenidos a DI.
The question we asked Visit Tampa Bay was, what are organizations in your community that we should highlight?
There's, a lot of vendors that we use here in Tampa. The DJ, her name is Tika Tor, shout out to her. She's a minority-owned business. Opening Entertainment, that was also produced by a small business. Our closing reception venue, 7th and Grove was one of them, and then Madam Fortune, which is a speakeasy. Those are both minority-owned. We also partnered with Visit Tampa Bay to produce a market to support minority-owned businesses.
One of the things we want to do is activate the local community and really work with businesses in the community.
Because of DI, they're having a lot of support. They're making money here today, and that's really, really what conventions really should do. And I'm so glad that our industry has taken the lead in giving back to communities and to small businesses and doing it the right way.
Well, as a member of the Tampa Bay community, it's huge for me, especially as a small business owner. I have, of course, my local customers that know me and love me, but tourism brings in people from all over.
We're not just providing food services, but we are also feeding them in different ways with job force training, with social services and human services, and co-locating many of our nonprofit partners here.
To walk in here, to see our students take part in this event, and to get this experience is just amazing.
Being here and realizing that everything is connected and that everyone is connected is very empowering, and I'm glad to be a part of this.
Everybody was just so nice and wanted to see me, and it really made me look at the tourism industry a lot different just from the individuals that are a part of it.
I am ever so grateful and truly humble that y'all decided to partner with the NAACP Hillsborough County branch.
We have such a collaborative spirit here in the Tampa Bay area.
In this community, you know, we don't ask for a seat at the table. We set the table to make sure that you have that neighborhood, community, destination connection. It's what it's all about.
The work that everyone does in their destinations is so critical to maneuver through these challenging times, and travel will help bridge the gap, both short-term and long-term.